talent pool, currently near the bottom of the group with 4 wins and 5 losses. So Drazen and Zubovic will be trying to turn things around. Meanwhile, we're going to have the player introductions here shortly, followed by the national anthems for both sides. So those are the Lithuanian players introduced here at home, and they're led by Danius Adomaitis, who also coaches a few of these players for Basketball Club Rikas. And there you see the Basketball World Cup trophy that will be up for grabs next summer in China. And still a lot of teams competing for their chance to play for that trophy. There have been a couple of teams that have qualified, which we'll discuss here in a second. But first, we're going to continue the pregame festivities as Arvydas Sabonis, the legend of not just Lithuanian basketball, not just European basketball, but global basketball. Obviously, Arvydas Sabonis' son, currently playing over for the Indiana Pacers, so he will not be in the lineup here. But these Lithuanian fans are still very excited to get to watch their home team play. And we'll take a pause in the commentary for the national anthems.
Please remain standing.
So that was the Croatian national anthem, and now we'll have Lithuania's. So once again, this is the Siemens Arena. We are in Vilnius, in the Lithuanian capital, as the players exchange mementos at half court. Another display of that FIBA sportsmanship. And again, this is a very, very exciting game, which will be officiated by none other than Antonio Conde from Spain, Alexei Davidov from Russia, and then also from Spain, Luis Castillo. Meanwhile, as the players go through the last parts of their warm-ups, A couple things to remember from this matchup. Lithuania has won 9 of the last 11 games against Croatia in FIBA competition. Of course, these two teams matched up back in September in game day 7. Lithuania winning that game 84-83. As we look at the Croatian roster, a lot of names that typically might not have been on this team. A lot of new faces, but a couple guys to look out for. Miro Bilan actually having his best game of the qualifiers on Thursday against Hungary, 22 points and 14 rebounds. So he earned a starting spot alongside Peric, Rosic, Junakovic, and Babic. And we definitely want to see Junakovic, who also had his first game on Thursday, 21 minutes, 6 points and 6 assists. Meanwhile, Rosic having 9 points in 27 minutes. Meanwhile, Lithuania, also a lot of new faces, a lot of young players getting an opportunity to play here. Obviously, slightly backfired on Thursday. They suffered their first loss, but Mantas Kalnietis, 12.6 points per game, had 15 points the first time these two teams matched up. He'll be in the starting lineup alongside Jonas Machulis, Renaldas Sebutis, Martinas Geben, and Anas Butkevičius. So Martinas Geben, who in his first game, just 3 points in 16 minutes, but will be in the starting lineup. Meanwhile, Kalnietis, very, very important player for this Lithuanian side. He's played in 5 of the games. Meanwhile, the players who have played in every game, Adas Juškevičius, who's averaging close to 19 minutes, but also 8 points per game. And for the BCL fans tuning in, you might recognize that from Nanterre 92. Meanwhile, Drazen Anzulovic, the head coach for Croatia, through at least the last few rounds of these qualifiers. Meanwhile, for Croatia. Meanwhile, for Lithuania, Danis Adomaitis leading the way. And we're going to take a moment of silence to pay tribute to Pat Bauman.
Thank you.
So Pat Bauman, who recently passed away just a few weeks ago while in Argentina, was the Secretary General of FIBA, also a member of the IOC, and instrumental in kind of constructing the new modern format of the World Cup qualifiers, which has given an opportunity for all these basketball fans around not just Europe but the world to see their national teams in action, playing in competitive, meaningful games, kind of throughout multiple windows. This is now the fifth of six windows of these World Cup qualifiers, starting back in September 2017, if you think about it. So it's been an extended run. It's been very, very exciting. And Lithuania, of course, 8 wins and 1 loss in Group J, currently at the top of the group. Meanwhile, Italy, who beat Lithuania on Thursday, has a chance to qualify today out of Group J if they win. They're currently 7-2. Poland is in third at 5-4. And as I mentioned earlier, Croatia tied with Hungary, 4 wins and 5 losses. In Group J, Italy will qualify if they beat Poland, or if they lose, they can still qualify if Hungary, well, actually no, Hungary and Netherlands, that game just concluded with Hungary winning. So Italy can only qualify if they beat Poland. This is the second round of the qualifiers, and the 3 best placed teams from each group, and the best fourth place team, so a total of 7 teams will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, or 12 teams for that matter. So the top 3 teams of all 4 groups. Meanwhile, in the Asian qualifiers, it's the best fourth place team. But we are now live and underway at the Siemens Arena, and the opening tip goes to Lithuania in green. playing in the home greens, Croatia in white. On the first possession, Kalnietis running the show. Little two-man game action with Gebin. He skips it over. Sebutis drives, scoops it up, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound and finds himself open for the little kind of mid-range jump shot. First 2 points of the game go courtesy of Ronaldo Sebutis. And Lithuania up 2. Meanwhile, the drive, and he leaves his feet. Junakovic turning the ball over on Croatia's first possession. There's Kalnietis. Over to Bukevicius, pulls up, short shot. Rebound to Bilan, and he draws a foul. It's going to go against Gebin. So the first foul of the game called against Lithuania. Martinas Gebin, the big 6'9" center. So Croatia still looking for first points of the game. There's Junakovic again. Some good body movement, but the ball still not going below the three-point line. Finally, the drive, and it's another turnover. Great defensive play by Sebutis, and then he draws a foul, so they compound the turnover. Rosic throws the ball away, then commits the foul in the backcourt, trying to make up for it. Kalnietis drives below the free throw line and hits the little runner. Kalnietis, again, has been so consistent for this team for years now. Even if he's not playing in his club, he'll always be dependent on in the national team. Meanwhile, another turnover for Croatia. Numbers now for Lithuania. Oh, the no-look pass and a beautiful finish on the right-hand side. Sebutis off the beautiful dish. You see there the no-look feed from Bukevicius. And Lithuania hitting the ground running 6-0 after just 2 minutes. And wow, would you believe it? Another turnover for Croatia. And this is just getting ugly in terms of a start. Croatia only managing 1 shot attempt, already 3 turnovers. Although I'm not sure if Rosic's shot can really be qualified as a shot attempt. But nonetheless, no clean looks at the basket for Croatia, suffocating Lithuanian defense out of the gates. Here's Kalnietis again. Gets the ball inside. And it's a near turnover. Lithuania. It's going to be a backcourt violation as Bukevicius couldn't quite control the ball. Coach Danius Adomaitis yelling out instructions. You see there, Bukevicius did want to throw it to the Croatian defender. Here's Junakovic. Goes inside. Bilan, who was tremendous on Thursday, his best game of the qualifiers, can't hit the long shot. Another empty possession for Croatia. And another turnover for Lithuania as well. So Croatia's defense picking up, and then it's an unsportsmanlike foul being committed by Machulis. So Jonas Machulis, a little bit too aggressive there, trying to slow down the transition. As you see, Junakovic, Machulis deemed to not really have made a play on the ball. He half agrees with it, nods his head. So finally Croatia with a chance now to get some points on the board. And Martin Junakovic connects on the first free throw. Junakovic, the 24-year-old point guard, plays for Šibenik. Of course, Croatia will also get the possession. So a chance here to really kind of get a rhythm into the game. Babic drives left, finds Bilan, This time he connects on the long two. And once again, Miro Bilan, who kind of surprised people the other night with his 22-point, 14-rebound performance. In the 3 previous games of the qualifiers had only combined for 4 points and 12 rebounds. So whatever happened between those 3 games and this past weekend, we're not quite sure. He's had a good club season. Meanwhile, Lithuania, another poor possession. Shot clock expires as Butkevičius has to launch it and hits the ball over the backboard. So now Croatia really picking up their defense. Once again, here's Babic. The 6'7" forward. Plays like a guard. And a nice drive and the finish. None other than Martin Rosic with his first basket. Rosic in his second appearance in the qualifiers after a 9-point performance against Hungary on Thursday. Meanwhile, Gebben didn't realize how open he was, but it doesn't matter as he assists on the 3-pointer. Jonas Machulis connecting on the long-range jump shot. And Babic again driving, kicking, offensive foul, stepping in there. Looks like it was Butkevičius who held his ground and anticipated Babic not really recognizing that he needed to stop as he burrowed his way through to the basket. So Cañetes pick and pop with Gebben, who hands it off. And great ball movement, and Butkevičius and one opportunity. Some great passing outside and eventually the interior passing as well. Lithuania carving up this Croatian defense, and the foul committed by Peric. Butkevičius at the free throw line with a chance to complete the 3-point play. Already 4 different players have scored for Lithuania. Missed free throw, but the offensive rebound goes to Gebben. And now Lithuania a chance to make this a 4- or 5-point possession. Cañetes to Gebben. And he finishes strong at the hoop right over Bilan. And now officially all 5 starters on the box score. Each of them with at least 1 field goal. You gotta love that spreading of the wealth. Meanwhile, Bilan, strong throwdown and one right over Gebben. A beautiful dish from Unikovic. And now Bilan, who's really picked up his play this weekend. You see Gebben quite late, trying to come from behind. Not the smartest of fouls, and now a chance for Croatia to get a 3-point play of their own. So Bilan connects on the free throw. And the pressure in the backcourt is broken by Cañetes. Another pick and pop with Gebben. Sebutis pump fakes, gets inside, right by Bilan. Strong move from the guard. Sebutis, one of 6 players who also featured in that first matchup against Croatia. Meanwhile, Croatia only 3 players from that game here tonight. Another steal. Here comes Butkevičius. A little in and out, and they're going to call the unsportsmanlike against Croatia. So another foul that seemed to be a little bit too strong as Unikovic, seeing him kind of just swipe his arm down. Got some of the ball, a lot of the arm. And now a chance for Butkevičius to head to the free throw line. 2 free throws. Meanwhile, Lithuania will also keep possession of the ball, as we have a few substitutions on both sides. Checking to the game for the first time, Imantas Benjus. And Bukevich is missing the first free throw. So Benjus actually comes into this one as the second leading scorer from the players currently on the roster today, behind Cañetes. Cañetes at 12.5 points per game. Benjus at 11.2. Also enjoys playing against Croatia, had 16 points, knocking down 4 threes in just 15 minutes of play last time did Benjus. And these two teams faced off in September. Here's Cañetes again. Over to Sabutis, drives baseline, and he can't hit the drift pass. Good anticipation from Peric. Nice crossover from Peric, but he can't finish the left-handed layup. Lithuania running, Cañetes, easy deuce. Another fast break basket from Lithuania, turning the defense into quick offense. You see the contest, perhaps getting away with the foul there, whereas Echodas and Cañetes finally getting his second basket. So we have our first time out of the game. Croatia wanting to talk things over. You see there are already 5 turnovers for Croatia. Only taking 6 shots, 3 of 6. Lithuania already managing 8 of 11. So we'll take another look at that Bilan dunk. So Croatia down 9 here early on in the first quarter, looking to turn things around. Mustafic in the game for the first time. Meanwhile, the tough drive, no good from Rozic. Lithuania looking to run at every opportunity. Again, so many shooters all over the floor for Lithuania. And here's one of them right now, knocking down the outside shot. Ronaldo Sabutis again, who has been very, very impressive here in the first quarter. Meanwhile, another steal. This time is Ekolas. Cañetes, the bullet pass inside, and the throwdown by Bukevicius. And Lithuania is putting on a show here on offense in the first quarter. 23 points already. Also, defensively, gotta like the effort. This was what was missing in the second half. They got off to a quick start against Italy as well on Thursday. Meanwhile, on the other end, Zucic able to silence the crowd just for a moment. Nice little jump hook. You see there Cañetes again. His court vision always on display. Slight no look. Bukevicius takes the power dribble, throws it down. Meanwhile, Cañetes will get a quick rest. Running the point guard now for Lithuania is Mindaugas Girdžiūnas, number 18. You see the great movement again. Little foul. 2 free throws to come for Ekolas. Foul going against Rozic, his second. So Rozic will come out of the game. Croatia also in the penalty now with 5 team fouls. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And another missed free throw, this time for Ekolas. So Martinas Ekodas knocks down the second. Lithuania 13-point lead as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. There's Mustapic. Zubcic, the long two. Not necessarily a great shot. And Croatia looking to keep the ball alive. Bilan now matched up here, mismatch with the guard. Junas wants to get it back. We'll see if he looks to go off the dribble. Little hesitation, steps back. Benjus, oh, what a pass inside. Good, another good give and go. But Benjus can't hit the kind of a tough in-between shot. So now Babic, who's been quiet offensively, no shot attempts yet, changes that with that one short on the three-pointer. So a first quarter to forget thus far for Croatia. Just 11 points. Also haven't been able to slow down this Lithuanian offense. 10 of 14 already as Mustapic deflects the pass out of bounds. But Lithuania is shooting 71%, blistering both from inside and outside the arc, though they have gone 2 of 5 in the free throw line. Also 8 assists for Lithuania already, just 2 for Croatia. Ball goes inside. Jump hook no good from Ekodas. Babic, ball gets swung around. Zubcic again, in and out on the three-pointer. And now Lithuania will slow things down, run some clock. About a 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. So you'd expect Lithuania to settle for one shot. Girjunas gets it back, puts up a long three, short. Oh, the easy offensive rebound putback for Martinas Ekodas. And that's pretty much sums up this first quarter for Lithuania. Right place, right time. Ekodas able to find that inner position in the paint. Nobody boxes him out. And Drazen and Zulovic can't quite believe his team's performance in this first quarter. Meanwhile, it's 26-11, plus 15 in favor of Lithuania after one. So we'll take a look at the first quarter statistics. And Lithuania, you can see already 9 of 13 from 2, 2 of 4 from 3. Croatia not yet managing an outside, or a three-point shot, I should say. And only having 4 total field goals in that first quarter. So they'll have to really turn things around here in the second as we check out the highlights of the opening 10 minutes, including the first basket of the game right there. But once again, the ever-dependable Kanietis, Mantas Kanietis, with just 4 points, but already 3 assists, comes to this game, averaging 6 assists per game, which is one of the leaders in that category of the qualifiers in terms of average. Jamar Wilson is a leading assist getter at 7.7 assists per game, and Kanietis in second place with his 6 assists. Meanwhile, a foul committed, and that's Adas Juškevičius, who's just checked into the game. Juszkiewicz is a 6'4" point guard, plays in France. Lethal shooter. Of course, Lithuania has so much depth in their country when it comes to basketball talent. Here's Babic. Zganic to the corner, and it seems like Bosniak stepped out of bounds on the catch. So another turnover for Croatia. Bosniak getting his first action. Another player who had a great game on Thursday. And an offensive foul committed in the backcourt. So the Croatian pressure forces a turnover before the inbounds. And they call that foul on Girjunis. There's now Zubcic. Zganic doesn't even look at the rim. Mustapic. Corner pass, Zubcic takes the three. No good. Battling for the rebound, and Croatia will keep the possession. Shot clock resets to 14. This is a Croatian team that's already featured 36 players so far throughout the World Cup qualifiers. This is obviously the 10th game day. And 9 different players from the first Lithuania matchup just a couple of months ago in September. Obviously that game had Saric, Bogdanovic, as Mustapic misses that three. So Girjunis still running the point. Good ball movement again. Juszkiewicz looking for room. Girjunis draws a foul on the floor. So first team foul this quarter on Croatia. You see there, Mustapic just not quite moving his feet in time, so he'll come out of the game. And Lithuania also substituting as Edgaras Želonis comes into the game for the first time, the 6'9" backup center, number 34. Here's Juszkiewicz. Catch and shoot three. Too strong as the shot clock expires. And Bosniak skies in for the rebound. Bosniak looking to push and draws a foul on Benjus. So both teams yet to score here in the second quarter after their first few possessions each. There's Zubcic. And another whistle off the ball. And it looks like that was Želonis trying to prevent the cut. Oh, it's actually going to go against Rokas Giedraitis. Giedraitis is a 6'7" small forward. Currently playing over in Berlin. He's had a great season so far for the German side. And Babic again looking for his first points. Gets him on this possession. Lulled the defense to sleep with the crossover, then blows by. On the other end, Lithuania responds with the big three. Eimantas Benjus. And he's finally got his first points as well. Meanwhile, Babic really heating up. Another whistle as Benjus knocks over Zubcic. So Jonas Mačiulis comes back into the game, replacing Benjus, who knocked down the three on the last possession, but also picked up his second personal foul. Zubcic connecting on the first free throw. He's perfect on both, as Croatia stays perfect from the foul line. And another steal, breakaway, and it's going to be another unsportsmanlike foul. So Croatia picking up the pressure on defense, forces a turnover on Juškevičius. So timeout on the floor as well. Juškevičius felt like he had no choice but to prevent the easy breakaway dunk or layup to miss the unsportsmanlike. And just a little bit of momentum now going in Croatia's way. You take a look at the shooting numbers. Croatia yet to knock down a three. In terms of Lithuanian players, so even though this might not necessarily be their strongest side, you know, they've already qualified. There are a couple guys like Jonas Mačiulis and Mantas Kalnietis who would likely feature in the starting five, even with a full-strength team. You see there Jonas Mačiulis, who has been very, very good for Lithuania for a long time. Mačiulis, 33 years old, currently playing in Greece for AEK Athens, also in the Basketball Champions League. Meanwhile, at the free throw line for Croatia, first one no good for Zganic. He'll get another chance. Knocks down the second. So the first free throw was the first Croatia miss from the foul line. Again, they're down 13. And a pass stolen on the inbounds, and it's taken right back. We've seen that a couple times here tonight. The double sloppy play. Meanwhile, in the corner, three-pointer no good for Zubčić, who's really been aggressive looking for his shot thus far. Already 5 attempts. And a reach-in foul there called against Zubčić.
Substitution Lithuania keitimas Lietuvos rinktinėje. Aikštelėje Mantas Kalnietis.
Oh, the drift pass, tough catch. And another deflection out of bounds. Meanwhile, timeout on the floor. So time to talk things over. See the turnover numbers. Nine assists already for Lithuania.
Šiais metais pagal savo amžiaus kategorijas krepšinio namų apdovanojimų 2018, kuriuos pristato MC nugalėtojai U16 yra Audronė Stalevičiūtė ir Ąžuolas Tubelis.
So the quick inbound play, three-pointer taken by Giedraitis. No good as the shot clock was winding down. Meanwhile, on the other end, a quick three, and it's finally Bosniak knocking down the first three-pointer for Croatia, and they managed to cut the deficit down to 10. So much better play here in the second quarter from the Croatians. Machulis, as the shot clock's down to 1, the ball grazes the rim. And again, the Croatian defense causing issues for Lithuania here in the second quarter so far. After allowing 26 points in the first, just 3 points off one three-pointer in the second. And there's also been a foul called, battling for the rebound. And since Lithuania's in the penalty already, 2 of the easiest free throws earned there for Croatia. And at the foul line, Zganic. Knocking down another free throw. So Zganic goes 2 for 2. And now Croatia, single-digit deficit, just down 8. You see the free throw numbers, 8 of 9 already for the Croats. Nice pass and better pass and an easy layup. And that's the kind of play we saw in the first quarter as Sebutis comes back into the game and immediately making his presence felt. Another nice cut. Croatia doing a lot of its passing around the perimeter. Meanwhile, Zubcic hitting another confident three. Again, he's been looking for a shot, not shy at all. Zubcic, 6'11", power forward. Meanwhile, Cañetes on the other end. And the quick inbound pass deflected by Lithuania. Croatia looking to catch the Lithuanians sleeping, but great defense. Meanwhile, shot clock under 5. And a foul with 1.8 left on the shot clock. So tough break for Croatia. Third team foul on Croatia. Sebutis back to Cañetes. Passes it inside. Gebin. Oh, a lot of contact, no whistle. Zubcic comes away with the ball and finds Junikovic. Go inside to Bilan right away. The good footwork and the great help side defense from Cañetes. Bilan able to save it over to the point guard. Here comes Junikovic. Tough pocket pass with a big man to handle. Not much spacing. Meanwhile, a quick transition. Oh, nearly an and one. And heading to the free throw line will be Giedraitis. See Machulis finding Giedraitis. Junikovic picking up his third personal. So 10 minutes, 2 points, 3 fouls now for Junikovic. On the other end, Giedraitis connects on the first free throw. His first point of the game. And he goes 2 for 2 before coming out for Butkevičius. Also pushes the Lithuanian lead back up to 11. So Mustapic has been quiet, and another whistle off the ball as Lithuania looking to be physical on those cuts and screens, or ended up put it Bilan on the free throw line. So foul goes against Bukevicius, his first.
Substitution Croatia. On the court, number 20, Marin Rosic. And number 2, Pregame.
So Peric and Rosic check back into the game. Meanwhile, Miro Bilan at the foul line. Too strong on the first. Able to knock down the second, and Lithuania still up 10, just approaching the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Kanietis, again the good ball movement. Bukevicius draws a foul. Seemed to be a little bit in trouble, left his feet, was bailed out there by, looks like it's going to go against Peric. You see there Peric leaving his feet as well. He commits his second. And another missed free throw, so struggles from the foul line so far for Lithuania, just 4 of 8. But they knock down the second. Mustapic, they want to go inside to Bilan. It's worked out for them all weekend. They repost, double team comes. And we'll see the scramble mode. Leaves Bosniak, three-pointer gets fouled. I think Kanietis might have caught him on the lower leg. And it is going to be against Kanietis. You see here the closeout, nice pump fake. And that right leg gets swiped from under him. So 3 free throws now on the way. As Kanietis commits his first, and Bosniak. So both teams now missing free throws. Second one falls. Bosniak goes 2 of 3 from the line. Kanietis, Sebutis. Long 3, and it's going to be a foul again on Peric, his third. Trying to contest Jonas Maciulis' three-pointer. And both teams committing what we can only call silly fouls here. Peric had already closed out well, didn't give Maciulis much room to get a shot off. So Maciulis hits the first free throw. And the second. And we'll have a violation on the third, so the third free throw does not count. Maciulis now 5 points. Sebutis leads the way with 11 points and 4 rebounds already. He's come out very aggressive, playing well. Meanwhile, on the other end, three-pointer, no good from Mustapic. Long rebound, goes out to Zubcic. They look to post up Rosic. Bosniak, back to Rosic. He'll take a 3. He can't hit it. And in the fight for the offensive rebound, Gebin knocks over Zubcic. More free throws. Fans not liking that one. But Zubcic did seem to have the better position. Take another look here. Zubcic gets his hands on the ball first. Gebin then makes the contact. So third foul called against Martinez Gebin. Meanwhile, Croatia has to be happy with how many times they got into the free throw line. They came into this game as the second leading free throw shooting team in terms of made free throws per game. 19.8 shots made per game from the foul line. Only Germany scoring more free throws per game at 20.7 among the European teams in the qualifiers. So that's usually a testament to how aggressive a team is. Meanwhile, Croatia showing a zone defense and nearly a steal by Marin Rozic. But again, on that free throw line subject, when the outside shot isn't falling, right now Croatia 2-9 from 3, but they have made 13 free throws already here in the first half, and we still have 2 minutes and a half to go. Oh, nice runner. And once again, Rokas Giedraitis. And would you know it, Lithuania commits another foul. And that's Kalnietis again putting Croatia on the foul line. So that time, Croatia not even having to run an offense to get to the free throw line. Mustapic hits on the first. And Croatia just been hanging around that 10-point margin pretty much the entire second quarter. Haven't had a chance to put together another kind of stronger run to cut the deficit even further. You see this 3-2 matchup zone here for Croatia, which is dangerous against a strong Lithuanian shooting team with like Kalnietis. Good closeout though from Mustapic to block the shot. Shot clock winding down, and the desperation no good. Meanwhile, Lithuania hustling. The ball's on the floor, bodies everywhere. Sebutis comes away with it, but he's trying to stand up, and that's going to be a travel no matter where you play. Fans wanting a foul called. You got to admire the hustle from Sebutis, who got on the ground but then tried to get back up, and that's going to be a violation. We see 4 different bodies on the ground, and yet you can get up to your knees, but just can't get onto your feet. I mean, it's just one of those rules you learn when you're a kid. Here's Mustapic for Croatia. A chance to cut it to 6 or 7. And it's a layup. Strong drive there from Rozic. And the 6'8" wing player cuts the lead to just 7 for Lithuania. Rozic now with 4 points. Oh, Sebutis wide open in the corner. Big shot. And of course the pass can't be overlooked. Kalnietis drawing the defense. And he has that 6'5" height to give him the court vision to see over the defense. Finding Sebutis for another 3. His 14th point already, second 3. And the lead back up to 10 as Croatia calls a timeout. So a minute 30 left here in the half. Lithuania 10 bench points, Croatia with 19. Lithuania currently shooting 16 of 28, 57% from the field, including 4 of 9 from 3. Meanwhile, Croatia just 8 of 20, 40%. So still room for improvement there. Meanwhile, the ball distribution has been exemplary for Lithuania. 13 assists to 5 for Croatia. We've seen a lot of the Croatian offense being ran outside the 3-point line, and then shot clock winding down where they've had to take a contested shot. So again, Lithuania going with the veterans here tonight. Mantas Kalnietis, 32 years old. Jonas Mačiulis, 33. Ronaldas Sebutis, 33. And those so far have been the 3 guys who've really led the way against Cibulis with 14 points. Kalnietis with 6. And Machulis also with 5 points. Here's Bilan. And give it back to him on the block. Jump hook too strong, but tipped in beautifully by Mustapic, who 6'4", but able to kind of battle with the big guys down there. Kalnietis, another backdoor cut, but the ball was kicked out of bounds by Croatia. Kalnietis always has his eyes up. His teammates know that if they move, he will find them. Meanwhile, 14 seconds on the shot clock for Lithuania. And it's going to be Cibulis again, but this time no good. Ball kept alive by Echodas, but goes out of bounds towards Croatia. 48.6 seconds left here in the quarter. And you see crashing in there, Echodas. Rosic looking to cross over. Mustapic finds Bilan. Nice catch and finish. A little bit of contact, no call. And wouldn't you know it, it's a 6-point game right before the half, about a 5-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Kalnietis taking his time, takes the long three, too strong. A chance here for Croatia now. 5 on the clock. Mustapic goes inside, draws a foul, 2 free throws to come. And Croatia has to be very, very pleased with the response here in the second quarter. This game could have gotten away from them, and instead, they've picked up the intensity, the defensive effort, obviously the shooting as well. And after a 26-11 start for Lithuania in the first quarter, a chance here for Croatia to put up points, 27 and then 28 if Mustapic knocks down the second free throw. This could be a 4-point game. And it is. So Lithuania looking to get it over, and it's thrown out of bounds from the baseline, which means it will be inbounded from underneath the basket. And also no time should have gone off the clock there. So potentially a costly turnover by Machulis. Should be 2.2 seconds left on the clock. So they made that adjustment now. Croatia out of timeout, so they can't draw a play here, but plenty of time to catch and shoot. So look for Zubcic. The corner three is short. And at the half, Lithuania maintaining a slimmer lead than initially. 43-39, Lithuania over Croatia after 20 minutes.
The result after second quarter, Lithuania 43, Croatia 39.
So again, Croatia responding well after taking that initial punch from Lithuania. You see the stats, Croatia shooting much better from 2 than they were earlier. Already 17 free throws in that first half. Lithuania struggling to keep Croatia off the foul line. Lithuania does have 13 assists, it's just 6 for Croatia. Rebounding numbers pretty even though Lithuania came into this game as the leading rebounding team in the European Qualifiers. So there's no question that the second half will be very, very hotly contested as we take a look at some of the highlights of the opening half, first 20 minutes. That saw Lithuania come out of the gates very explosive, very active defensively, forcing turnovers on 3 of the first 4 Croatian possessions. But similar to the game the other night on Thursday, where Lithuania suffered their first defeat of the qualifiers, even in that game, they came out with an early 24-20 lead. They knocked down 8 3-pointers. The score was 53-53 going into the fourth, and then Italy pulled away in the final quarter. So the other Group J game of the night, after Hungary defeats Netherlands in overtime 91-86. Later on, Poland and Italy will be facing off, and Italy has a chance once again to qualify if they take care of business and come out with a victory. The Group J standings at the moment still feature Lithuania at the top at 8-1. Now Hungary 5-5 in third place, and of course that third place spot is so crucial. Still time for Croatia to battle back. If they win here tonight, they'll move to 5-5, but a loss would prove very, very costly for them if they drop down to 4-6. Potential for Group J to have 3 teams at 5-5 if both Croatia and Poland win, which would make that battle for that third place spot so really intriguing going into the final window in February. Meanwhile, elsewhere, France and the Czech Republic have both qualified in Group K. In Group L, Greece and Germany have both qualified. So, and the one group that doesn't feature any qualified teams as of yet is Group I with Turkey and Spain, although both of those 2 teams can qualify with a win tonight. So the 12-team field from Europe is starting to really come into shape. 5 teams so far qualified, potentially another 3 by the end of the night. And all of this ahead of the 2019 World Cup in China next summer, taking place between August 31st and September 15th, featuring 32 teams now. They've expanded the number of teams to make it, that much more appealing to not just the casual fans, but the fans from all the different countries. And we've seen more and more that anyone can be beaten. Currently in the European qualifiers, only Greece at 9-0 remains undefeated, which is going to be scary considering Greece will probably be bringing Giannis Antetokounmpo into the fold over in China. Meanwhile, here in Lithuania, they're also and always excited about their team and their prospects. They have a very strong basketball tradition here. So you see a number of slow motion shots, different camera angles. But once again, Lithuania, who has won 9 of the last 11 games against Croatia in all FIBA competitions, looking to continue that strong run here tonight. They pushed out to an early 15-point lead off great plays like this, ball movement and cutters. But Croatia, rather than lay down, really fought back and have made this quite a game. So join us for the second half shortly. Thank you. So welcome back to the Siemens Arena here in Vilnius, Lithuania. It's a Group J matchup between Lithuania and Croatia. Jonas Mačiulis putting up a couple of free throws. We've had a very entertaining half of basketball. I mean, the first quarter, it seemed like Lithuania was going to be just blow this game out of the water. Croatia, who by many standards have been quite disappointing in this qualifying run, 4 wins and 5 losses already, seem to be heading in that direction. But then the second quarter got underway. They turned things around completely. They managed to win that second quarter 28-17 and have now pulled back to a 4-point deficit. Lithuania still up 43-39. But Croatia has to be happy, especially considering their outside shooting, just 2 of 10 from 3. But they were able to get to the line 20 times in that first half. 20 free throw attempts, knocking down 17 of them for 85%. And of course, we knew that they came into the game second in Europe at 19.8 free throws made per game. So already pretty much there, about 85% of the way there. But they'll really need some more contributions from a number of guys. Zubcic, a nice 9-point contribution, 9-point effort. Miro Bilan with 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting, and we've seen them run a lot of their offense through him. Zubcic, who came into this game only having averaged 6.3 points per game in 4 games so far, the qualifiers. But the 28-year-old already with 9 here, including 4 of 4 from the foul line. Meanwhile, for Lithuania, they were led in scoring by one of their veterans, Leonidas Seibutis, 14 points, also had 5 rebounds, knocking down 2 3-pointers. Meanwhile, Mantas Kalnietis with 6 points and 5 assists. Of course, he is the second leading assist man in the European qualifiers. So consistently running the show for Lithuania. And we're going to see a couple of changes from the original starting lineup as Martinas Ekoles starts now. So Seibutis, we expect Mačiulis to be out there. There's Kalnietis, also Butkevicius, and Ekoles, the starting 5. And here's Butkevicius, can't finish the layup. Strong drive on the first possession. And now Croatia, a chance to make this lead really dwindle even more. So for them, no Junikovic with his 3 fouls. He's replaced by Mustapic. And then another turnover. That's kind of how the first quarter started, with Croatia not being on the same page with their passing, and pretty much an unforced turnover. And it's poked away. Nice steal there by Mustapic in the backcourt. And then he gets it back and lays it up and in. So the defense turning into quick offense. And now Mustapic, who didn't do much in the first quarter, but all of a sudden, you look up, he has 8 points. And a nice, crafty steal there. Meanwhile, another bad pass by Lithuania. Ball goes out of bounds as Butkevicius, I keep trying to force passing that's not really there. Win between 2 teammates. Here's Bosniak. Ball goes inside. Bilan. Oh, nice, smart 2. Plus the foul. I think the foul might have been on the rebound. And guess what? The score is tied at 43. So the foul occurred fighting for the rebound, which means the possession will go back to Croatia. So you count the 2. Croatia now with a chance to take the lead, despite a very poor start. Rosic wants to get the ball to Beeline, but he'll take a three instead. Bricks it. Machulis the board. So now the crowd has been very quiet, starting to pick up their energy just a little bit. Kalnietis leaves his feet. Wow, double clutch finish from Mantas Kalnietis, showing off the athleticism at 32 years of age. Wozniak finds Zubcic. And Mustapic can't finish the layup. Battle for the rebound. And Echodas comes away with it. Butkevicius over to Kalnietis. Just a high screen from Echodas. And they're going to call a foul on Mustapic. So Mustapic committing his second foul, trying to fight through the screen. Both teams now with one team foul each. Drive and kick. Butkevicius gives it to Echodas, who wins for the one-handed throwdown, contested by Miro Bilan. Did just enough to force Echodas into a missed dunk. Meanwhile, battling for position inside. You see Zubcic and Muchulis. Oh, wow, deflected off the foot of Bilan. So another chance there escapes Croatia. You see the two there battling on the block. Machulis pulls his arm back after knocking Zubcic off balance. Kalnietis, little ball handling wizardry. Finds Butkevicius in the corner. Drives into traffic. Shot clock under 5. It's another turnover. So Lithuania struggling here early on in the third. We've seen a couple of turnovers. Luka Babic comes back into the game. Babic, who did start initially, just 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. Better ball movement. Babic, fresh off the bench. Wow, very short on the three. Numbers for Lithuania. Machulis gets the easy dunk. And that's how you run a fast break, as the shot from Babic that was left extremely short created an easy transition opportunity for Lithuania. Here's Bosniak over to Mustapic. Zubcic, quick catch and shoot. Nice looking J that time. And Tomislav Zubcic now in double figures, the second Croatian in double-digit points after Bilan. And Mustapic again committing a foul, which is going to bring Junikovic back off the bench. Mustapic picking up his third, so both point guards now for Croatia with 3 fouls apiece, which can be an issue when you're trying to put some pressure on Lithuania's ball handlers. Oh, nice cut. And a foul again, which will send Saipulis to the line. It's going to be on Bilan, his first foul. So Seibutis knocking down the first free throw for his first points of the second half, 15 in the game. And he goes 2 for 2. Although Echodas seems to have tipped it in, but they don't call it interference. They give the 2 points for Echodas. Wow. So even though that free throw looked like it was going in for Sebutis, Martinez Echodas gets the little tip. Couple substitutions. So Eimantas Benjus comes back in. He was somewhat of a difference maker in that first quarter. Meanwhile, Bosniak misses. Bilan flies in for the rebound and gets the reverse putback. Strong move there from Miro Bilan, as Zubcic seems to have taken a shot to the face. And the pull-up is good. Mindaugas Girdžiūnas knocking down the mid-range jumper. Lithuania back up 5. And another deflection, turnover for Croatia, as Jurikovic and Babic not on target. Croatia now committing already 13 turnovers, just 9 assists. Meanwhile, Lithuania also with a number of turnovers, 11 turnovers, though they do have 14 assists. So a positive ratio for them there. Meanwhile, on the other end, there's Butkevičius, takes the contact. He'll head to the line for 2. Babic looking to stay in front of Butkevičius. So Butkevičius now with 8 points on the game. And Butkevičius, who plays his basketball for Ritas, as we see Arvydas Sabonis. Butkevičius, one of 4 players on this team to play for Ritas, alongside Eimantas Benjus, Martinez Echodas, and Mindaugas Girdžiūnas. And all 4 of those men play for coach Danitas Adomaitis as well for Ritas in the Euro Cup. Meanwhile, timeout on the floor. As you see, Croatia have really had to depend on their bench, who provided 27 points. So you see once again that dunk from Achulis. So Croatia facing a little pressure here in the backcourt from Lithuania, who pull out the press. And it's deflected back. Croatia asking that Lithuania not cross over the line. Ball goes inside. Oh, great ball movement. And Babic gets the easy 2 off the nice feed there from Peric. You see it, Peric catching in traffic. Babic cutting at the right time. Good ball movement in Lithuania, but it stepped out of bounds. So that time, Benjus not quite aware of where he was on the floor. It's another turnover for Lithuania, who keeps shuffling their lineup, trying to find somebody to build the momentum. Missed shot there from Peric. Rebound comes away from Benjus. Oh, nice cut. And one, nope, not quite, as Echodas couldn't finish through the contact. A nice pass there from Girjunas. And 2 free throws to come for Martinas Echodas. And he gets lucky on the first. So Echodas goes 2 for 2 from the line. And again, players coming in and out of the game. For Croatia, still just 2 points in two players in double figures, Zubcic and Bilan. Meanwhile, for Lithuania, just 1. And that's Sebutis with 15, although Butkevičius has 8, and so does Kalnietis. Junakovic. Peric thought about the 3. Oh, dribbles around the defense but can't finish the layup. Did everything right besides make the shot. Meanwhile, Girjunas looking to get the ball inside to Echodas, and the reach around. Silly foul committed there by Croatia as they put Echodas back on the foul line. So Rosic trying to be aggressive defensively. That's an easy call for the officials. Echodas short on that free throw. So Lithuania 13 of 10 here in the third quarter. Able to get the lead back up to 7. Make that 8. As Echodas comes out after his made free throw. And Geben back in. And once again, the big positions, the center power forward position, the inside play is what's been kind of lacking for Lithuania here today. It's a lot of new faces inside. Echodas and Geben, both of them very young. Meanwhile, Croatia, tough shot. No good that time from Babic. And the rebound goes over to Benjus. He gets it back, hands it over. We haven't seen Juškevičius quite in a while. Here's Sebutis. Gets tripped, no foul called. Girjunas has to do something with it. Steps into a 3, knocks it down. Big shot for Lithuania. Mindaugas Girjunas, who with the shot clock winding down, gets around Junakovic and finds the space to get the lead back up to 11. Meanwhile, the good side, or the help side defense, deflects the ball out of bounds. And here comes Juškevičius
Substitution for teams. Lietuvos rinktinė aikštelėje Adas Juškevičius. Kroatijos komanda aikštelėje numeris 7, number 7, Jakov Mustapic.
So Adas Juškevičius, who hasn't even had a field goal attempt in this game, after having a number of strong games for Nanterre, 92. Here's Jonas. The pump fake from Benjus. Jonas again. Takes a 2 this time. Consecutive buckets for Jonas. Bit of an unorthodox release on the jump shot there. But it's been very bright off the bench. Meanwhile, Peric looking to get the ball inside. It's taken away by Gebin. Great way to read the passing lanes. And the momentum now in favor of Lithuania. Benjus gets the ball back inside, looking to go at Rosic. Juškevičius, hand down, three-pointer down. Lithuania heating up in the last couple of minutes. And the next thing you know, the lead is back up to 16. And you got to know the scouting report. If Juškevičius catches the ball on the wing, you have to close out hard and force him to put the ball on the floor. Babic doesn't do his job properly, and it leads to a three-pointer. And now Lithuania with a little bit of breathing room. But does Croatia have another run in them to make this game competitive in the fourth? You got to believe they can. You see the assist numbers.
Kuriuos pristato MC nugalėtojus ir čia amžiaus grupė U20. Gabija Meškonytė ir Kytis Masiulis. Sveikinimai.
So good. Croatia, another turnover. Looking to pass the ball in bounds, and a foul in the backcourt. Free throw up and good for Giedraitis. As he goes 2 for 2. So 18-point lead now. Meanwhile, Giedraitis, who moved to Alba Berlin over the offseason, has a really strong season for them so far. Really good in transition. Strong shooter. Hasn't really had a chance to showcase his three-point shooting ability in this game. Just 0 of 1 thus far. But according to FIBA writer Simas, he is one of those guys you can't leave open. Croatia really need a basket here at the end of the quarter. Bosniak, shot clock down to 3. Oh, nice pass. Zucic swatted away. Not in my house. Martinas Echodas. And Lithuania turned the ball back over. But still, what a defensive recovery from Echodas, who just completely caught Zucic by surprise. Meanwhile, the referees will take a look at the, come to the scores table for a quick discussion. Referees want to talk it over.
On the court, number 22, Martin Ilakovic. Substitution Lithuania, keitimas Lietuvos rinktinėje aikštelėje Renaldas Seibutis.
So it's a clock issue. Seems to be sorted. 5.1 seconds left for Croatia to get some kind of shot up. Mustapic turns it over, and Bosniak couldn't make the catch. But Croatia, how many passes have we seen sail out of bounds in this game? It's been sloppy, to say the least. It's now the 16th turnover for Croatia. Now Lithuania, with 3.5 seconds, have a chance to get a shot up. The long heave, no good by Benjus. At the end of the three, 67-49 lead in favor of Lithuania, who were able to kind of bounce back after Croatia tied the game in 43. They then go on a 24-6 run in just the last 6 or 7 minutes. And Lithuania once again showing why they're so dangerous. Where is Kobe?
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
So actually, Kobe, the FIBA World Cup trophy is right here in the Siemens Arena. As we take a look at the stats after three, Lithuania has 4 more made three-pointers. Croatia did not get to the free throw line in that quarter, so you'd imagine that Danius Adomaitis made it a point at halftime to stop fouling Croatia and giving them those 3 points. As we take a look at the highlights of that third quarter. It was a quarter that saw Lithuania put up 24 points and limit Croatia to just 10. It is very similar to that first quarter. But if Croatia is able to put together a fourth quarter that was similar to the second, they might have a chance to get back into this game. Lithuania, though, shooting 58% from the field, including 6 of 13 from 3. Croatia struggling a little bit still, 15 of 38 overall, 2 of 14 from 3. And that's what's really been killing them. So they'll get the first possession here. They also have 16 turnovers, the Croatians. It's a very, very high number. So Bosniak, Mustapic, Bilan, Zubcic, and last but not least, Babic. Oh, never mind, that's Rosic again, number 20 on the block now. So Babic on the bench, and Rosic able to get a nice sweeping hook. Quiet the crowd a little bit. Meanwhile, for Lithuania, it's Girdžiūnas, Jaškevičius, Geben, Benjus, and Giedraitis, number 31. Girdžiūnas airballs that one, but look who's there. Giedraitis, the easy rebound and putback. Giedraitis, one of just 3 players who's played in all 9 games so far for Lithuania, alongside Benjus and Jaškevičius. It's always good when you can depend on the same players to show up for the national team. Meanwhile, Mustapic can't finish. Zubcic securing the offensive rebound. Here's Bosniak. The drive. Oh, nice take that time from Rosic. And Rosic starting to heat up a little bit now. He's got 8 points, including 4 already in the quarter. So matches his output the entire game in the last few minutes. Meanwhile, a quick 3, no good for Giedraitis, and Croatia. 2 teammates going for the loose ball. And Lithuania will maintain the possession. So Lithuania Have to be aware of time and score. Juškevičius way too open, way too easy. And for his second field goal, and you see how Coach Anzelovic can't quite believe potentially the best shooter on the floor, in the gym right now, to get that much space off a simple inbounds pass. So here's Bilan, drop step, air ball, hook shot. Girjunas gets a screen from Geben. Looks to turn the corner. Giedraitis for a three, too strong that time. Geben hustles for the offensive rebound. They leave Girjunas. He can't hit the three. And a foul in the backcourt on Giedraitis. And it's very seldom that you're going to get a steal off a defensive rebound. Players always tend to do this. Try to get the cheap steal when the rebounder might not have seen you. Mustafic with Girjunas all over him. Here's Bosniak. Zubcic, pull up three, short, and Girjunas is initially pushing, but will eventually slow it down. And a foul on Zubcic. First foul on Croatia here in the quarter. Zubcic is now 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from three. Again, the kind of defense you just don't really want to see guys reaching, committing so many fouls. Oh, Juškevičius, what a move to get open, but he can't connect on the three. Left his defender in the dust. Now Zubcic on the block. Another miss. Transition three, Lithuania, that's too strong. And Lithuania rushing things just a little bit, which is gonna send Adomaitis to his bench. Meanwhile, Zubcic missing an easy layup. This time he's able to get the steal. And battling for the loose ball. They're gonna call a tripping foul on Zubcic. So Croatia missing some easy opportunities. And now we see a couple of not just starters, but that's Gytis Masiulis making his first appearance in the World Cup qualifiers, first appearance for the national team. The player, 20 years old out of Neptūnas Klaipėda here in Lithuania. Shot no good. And Croatia, as Mastupic couldn't quite save the ball. Here's Kalnietis. Gets it back, shot clock under 5. He's got to do something with it. Goes behind the back. And Echodas hits the little mid-range jumper off another assist for Kalnietis. So it's back up. Well, it's probably the largest lead of the game. 20-point lead now for Lithuania as we approach the midway mark of the fourth quarter. Bosniak short on another three. And realistically, Croatia now 2 of 17 from beyond the arc. Just really struggling. What a pass, Echodas. They're gonna call it travel as he took 2 steps on the catch. So Lithuania unfortunate there off the nice pass. High-low feed. And a timeout on the floor. So 73-53. We're close to the 5-minute mark. Lithuania must be feeling quite comfortable Let's listen in.
Samo jedna, druga stvara, nema dubine. Pa treba nam koji prodor. Šutiramo, fade away, šate. Nema kontrole. Pa nemojte se bojati kontakta, vi stalno bježite od kontakta. Oni igraju čvrsto.
13-9 fast break point advantage for Lithuania. See the points off turnovers as well, Lithuania in favor. So Croatia, 5 minutes to go here. Trying to avoid dropping a 4 and 6. Skip pass, Mustapic, no good on the corner three. Meanwhile, smart play there from Giedraitis. Kalnietis, happy to use up some clock. Oh, the lob and the throwdown. What a play. Kalnietis, the Martinez Ejodas, the lob and the jam right over Zagnec. What a play. The play of the night so far here. And another steal and a foul, unsportsmanlike foul. Junakovic will actually be disqualified from the game. I believe that's his second unsportsmanlike foul, if I'm not mistaken. It's his fourth personal. And you see again that Ejodas showing off the athleticism. Ejodas, who just 21 years old, plays here in this very arena for Ritas. Meanwhile, Croatia missing a guard, Rok Stepjovic, who also plays for BC Ritas, but he did not get the call-up for this particular game, even though he was one of the leading scorers the first time these two teams matched up against each other. And you see here, Junakovic gets called for the unsportsmanlike. They will try to judge whether or not he made a play on the ball. All three referees around the monitor. And again, it's not a malicious foul. It's not, you know, the traditional definition of unsportsmanlike, but it will be called that by the letter of the law. And you see that Junakovic is being pointed to the locker room. Once you're disqualified from the game, you can no longer sit on the bench. So Martin Junakovic has to make the walk of shame and head back to the locker room. Not the best game for him as he shakes hands with the opposing players. That's great sportsmanship. Junakovic didn't take a shot today, just 2 points on 2 free throws, 5 turnovers, and of course, disqualification. Meanwhile, Giedraitis knocks down the 2 free throws. And now Marian Kakarun checks in for the first time, number 6. So Chakarun getting his first taste of the World Cup qualifiers, 28-year-old. Meanwhile, we're all going to see Luka Bozic as well. So Croatia throwing in the towel here with about 4 minutes to go. Lithuania up 24 now. And, oh, tough pass taken away. Here comes Bozic. Bozic drives baseline and traveled. Seemed to have picked up his pivot foot. Under 4 minutes to go now in the fourth. You see there, yep, shuffled his feet. Here's Juškevičius. Kalnietis back to Juškevičius for three again. In and out. Mustapic the rebound. So Spain comes away with the victory over in Tenerife. 4-point win over Ukraine. A controversial finish there. Meanwhile, Kalnietis the rebound. What a pass up to Echodas. Oh, swatted. Chased down by Marian Čakarun. What awareness. Meanwhile, Mustapic gets back down the other way. So Kalnietis with a beautiful pass up ahead to Echodas, who gets a dose of his own medicine with the chase down block by Čakarun. And now Mustapic called for the foul on the reach. And he is also fouled out of the game. So Jakov Mustapic with 5 fouls. And we mentioned it at halftime when both point guards were facing some foul trouble. Now, it's not necessarily the worst nightmare given the time of the game, but both point guards out of the lineup. And another foul on Croatia. So 14 fouls now on Croatia. Next one will be free throws for Lithuania. Still putting on the pressure defense. Juškevičius, three-pointer, no good that time from Masulis, his first shot. Masulis is 6'9" forward. Very bright future. Currently on loan with Neptūnas Klaipėda from Žalgiris. Meanwhile, another steal and another turnover for Croatian number 19. And the pull-up, missed that time. Girjunas able to get his own rebound. And Masulis gets his first basket. That's got to be a pleasant feeling for the young man. You see the smiles that it brings to the coaching staff. And a foul off the ball. Going to be called against Girjunas on the hold. So 79-55, under 2 here to go. Babic looking for room. Bozic gets it inside, and Čakarun foul on a turnaround jump shot. Shot clock was under 1 second. So Girjunas, unwilling to give up an easy shot, commits the foul and sends Čakarun to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Čakarun, and that's now his first point from the qualifiers as well, this being his first appearance. And he connects on both. Missed shot there, and rebound comes out to Čakarun. Bosniak passed on the first three-pointer. Peric drives the floater and one opportunity. And Peric who has been very quiet, 0 of 4 before that one, finally gets his first points of the night. And Peric makes the first free throw. For the and one free throw. Seems like everyone forgot that he made the first shot. Croatia still putting on pressure in the backcourt. Gotta respect that fight. Under a minute to go now. Lithuania complete cruise control. The extra pass. Masulis, three-pointer no good. Croatia just looking to get a few more points on the board. The extra pass, Bosniak for three, and it's just been a horror show in terms of the shooting. Croatia now 2 of 20 from three, 10%. Meanwhile, Bazic able to get his first basket. And Lithuania will be content to just dribble out the rest of the clock. The fans will get up on their feet and applaud their team for bouncing back from a loss to Italy on Thursday. Get the home victory here tonight, 79-62. Lithuania moves to 9-1 in the European qualifiers. Croatia falls to 4-6. It's another big win for Lithuania, plus 17 here in Vilnius. So Lithuania once again taking care of business on their home court after losing a tough one to Italy the other night. And here in Group J, they now move to 9-1. Italy chasing up behind them at 7-2. Italy, of course, playing Poland later. Well, that game just getting underway. Italy wins, they qualify. You see the stats. Lithuania didn't shoot the lights off from three, but Croatia 2 of 20. That's just the start to their struggles. You see Lithuania almost doubling up, or more than doubling up, the Croatian assists. Also 10 steals for Lithuania, 19 total turnovers for Croatia. Meanwhile, Lithuania led in scoring by Ronald Sabutis. Echodas comes through with 10 rebounds, and you see there the activity, 3 blocks for Echodas, 3 steals by Giedraitis. Overall, Lithuania with 3 players in double figures, led by Sabutis with 15, Echodas with 12, and Giedraitis with 10. Meanwhile, 3 Croatians also in double figures. Miro Bilan, 12 points. Subcic, 11 points on just 3 of 13 shooting. And Jakov Mustapic, 10 points on 3 of 9 shooting before fouling out. Croatia shoots just 37% from the field. As we take a look at some of the highlights of the second half, mainly, where Croatia was able to tie the game at 43. Then Lithuania responded with a major run. The fourth quarter was pretty much out of play the entire time. But in terms of the other stats, Lithuania once again showing why they are one of the best rebounding teams, +7 on the boards. They also get 17 points off turnovers, 14 second chance points to just 8 for Croatia. They scored more points in the paint. They scored more points from the bench. Obviously, the largest lead was 24. Croatia never led in this game, not once. So tough for them. There were a couple of ties at 6-6, and then once again at 43-43. But besides that, no real chance for Croatia to take any type of momentum in this game. So these two teams will obviously be back in action in February for game days 11 and 12. There's still a fighting chance for Croatia potentially to qualify, though it's going to be a tall task. They'll be at home against Poland before traveling to Hungary in their last two matchups of the qualifiers. And again, that next window taking place in February. Meanwhile, Lithuania, of course, have already qualified, the 6th ranked team in FIBA. No real pressure on them, but they will be back in action in February when they go over to the Netherlands and then host Italy in a rematch. What's potentially a little bit of payback for Lithuania after suffering their one loss. Of course, the play of the game right there, Kalnietis lobbing it up to Erodas. So we're going to get the updated standings here for Group J. When you see there, the two top teams, Croatia in 5th place near the bottom, and still have time to turn things around. They have to hope that Hungary lose the next 2 games. Meanwhile, that's going to do it from us here at FIBA. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. Bye-bye.